This thing on? Okay. Hold on. Oh, so we can have a clear. Oh, hello, y'all. Oh, whew. Yeah, I get hot my caffeine. Okay. Mix a matcha and espresso. And yeah, there we go. All right, let's get to stuff about this rumor. Okay. We all try to make the opinion of the person. The she for you. I'm sorry, I just bought and I remember doing him you so it was true when I was on Gigi live stream back in 2022. She had auto problems, and I know that trick because when Lovey T was having issues, and her and Tasha K got into it over the Cardi B versus Star Marie, and Star Marie was spreading rumors that Cardi B does Maria, and then she had herpes, right? Y'all remember that? Okay, that's why Tasha K got sued. Okay, because it was not true. She was talking about inflammation in the skin because Dr. Selby said that's herpes. So when Lovey exposed Star Marie, I don't forget it, 2018, it was a big mess. And she did lie to Tasha K, talking about Star Marie said she never was Santeria. I don't know what that is. Like, stop. You know what Santeria is. So you have Dr. Shelby Afro Latino, shout out to Spring Harrisman. Dr. Shelby was Afro Latino from Honduras and Haitian, and you know damn well he was a witch. So don't stop lying, bitch. He was a doctor, but he was a witch. He was a warlock. Stop. So, talking about Strawberry. So, when she started talking about Levy Kiss, I suppose, and Strawberry, and she exposed her criminal background, I mean, Lovey T went in. She tried to live stream. Her live stream got cut off, and then her thing went out, and she showed proof it was sent. She was doing. She was trying to burn sage in her house to get rid of the negative sage from Star Marie. And that's Star Marie came by song bipolar disorder when she dressed in blue and she's at a graveyard conjuring spirits, calling Cardi B roach and stuff. I forget. So I was trying to tell Gigi, go to God and say, hey, the reason why your auto you going jogging, somebody putting magic on you, putting spell, and husband and girl got bothered by that. And then when I said it that morning, it echoed, and he thought I was trying to interrupt Gigi, and I wasn't. And I ain't like how he came on to me, like he came on there like aggressive. So when he came to live stream, I didn't want to talk to him. And that's why I told it like it is. So what's her name? She gonna use that clip of me and her husband going arcing on Gigi Live. So to Lashe, let me say this to you. I appreciate you stop lying. I hung around the Golden Spear because My channel got taken down. There were three sectors, okay, that was involved in the challenge. You know, it was the Golden Spear people connected with Bush Lotto, the Hispano Temps, the race Latinos who had Bush Lotto and Kim Country, and also the investors. Then I'm also bringing the fourth group. He was hanging around with some Santan witches. We already know one of the Santan witches. I ain't gonna mention her name. She's a nurse. Everybody know what I'm talking about. His friend. Okay, she's in Puerto Rico. She's married to a Puerto Rican man. Okay, a white passing him like a white man. He mixed. But anyway, that's why I knew. So I didn't definitely want to hang around with the demonic people, but I had to hang around with certain inspectors to see the sector, excuse me, to find out who was involved trying to do an investigation. So please stop going around spreading lies due to somebody that lied to you about me. I never tried to join the Golden Spirit. I found out about the Golden Spirit due to Blue Style and our beef. Okay, so and I wish you stop saying that. Okay, I want to address that right now. I don't care because it still bothers me to the day that she going around because of someone else lying. I never tried to join the Ghost Spear. First of all, there are wicked people. I'm not talking about my homegirls, Gigi and moderation. I'm talking about some dudes, okay, that's in charge of that does that dark magic. We all know who we talking about, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's how I knew as an ex warlock, my attack was a spiritual attack. When I talked about me and Bluish was because he couldn't handle truth. Okay, so let's also address that too. Shout out to Malala Mixie and what's her name? What's her name? Hybrid Vigor. So Malala Mixie asked me months ago how did I know that Bluish was satanic. Okay, so I noticed stuff in his room when we was arguing. He would do these live streams, right? And it was some artifacts. Yeah, they had some yoga and all that other stuff, but it had some new age, but also satanic stuff. And the devil does not like truth. So when you put cause one thing when I argue and debate, I come with evidence. I learned it in school. Don't just make claim, show evidence to your argument. And I show proof the dictionary say two races or more of your ancestors make you mix. So if I show, and that was actually when I show that to people, that DNA test ain't real when it comes to race, on real, come to relatives, people shut up because it's the truth. But when you got someone ignoring it and still arguing, they are demonically possessed because they don't accept truth, right? So I knew right there. One of the racist Latino guys, they were following Bush Lotto. They were talking about doing witchcraft and stuff. That's another red flag. They do bad Christians. Now, not all Christian bashers are, but a lot of them are. So, there was another red flag. The dude said that God said he didn't want nobody to racially mix. That's a lie. That's a false interpretation. I knew that was a lie. So, and then too, when I got falsely accused for putting porn on my channel, and actually Jewish did, YouTube was actually Susan when Child said, well, her bitch ass, fuck that bitch. I knew that it was demonic because, first of all, God defend false either Psalm 09 as one of my songs, Psalms like one, but I do read them songs. I do pray that song too. And it tell you the false and the false skills and all that. So that's how I know, because when people make false coming from God, they're coming from. So I already knew he made a video saying that Christianity ain't real. And let me tell you, he friends with Cynthia G. Okay, we in, and I'm not trying to Tony TKO. I'm cool with her. I don't agree everything, but I've been on her show, not on her show as a guest, but commenting now on when she come on live. Okay, So I like some stuff. They are doing tarot card reading versus witchcraft. And the sheet for real, the sheet for you, excuse me, had did because the former Satanist who his mama was for was a former Baptist. We got a lot of time. I was a former Baptist. Occult practice. I didn't go to Satanism, but I was doing occult practice from 9 years. He became a Catholic Christian. I became Catholic Christian. We got a lot of. I got Choctaw in the bloodline. I'm not Puerto Rican, but I do have a Spanish heritage. Spanish Creole. Okay. And then, so yeah, I would like to and with Zachary King because I learned a lot of his ministry. Other stuff. So anyway, in his live stream. Let me go ahead and now. We are. I'm not inviting nobody. You're not gonna get my channel taken down with some ex. So okay, I'll let you say that look like food. Okay. All right. Yeah. We should invite because I want to King Zachary. So Zachary King, he talks about a lot. I love y'all. Go to Zachary King. He educates you a lot. He talk about he saw Barack Obama at the Bohemian Grove. Oh, he talk about all that. So shout out to Zachary King. So Zachary King, so he talked about. He said that if someone is promoting atheism, okay, usually it's a satanic person. All these books on atheism, they're promoting it so they can try to get people not believe in God, so they do demonic work. And so when Bush Lotto was talking about there's no God, all that, I can tell just by what Zachary King said. And then when she was saying about how do you know that Cindy G and Tiny Tickle, why I was mostly focused on Cindy G because she had black male babies, and he was saying, boy, black biracial female baby. Okay, so those are Santan sacrifices. Because Zachary King said when he was a Santan wizard, he used to get the fetuses from the Planned Parenthood and use them for sacrifices. And that's what all that's the SA, S, you know, A, SA, you know, violations come in to impregnate a female, whether she a child or adult, so she can be a breeder and go ahead and commit those murders. So a lot of folks not know that. So I lot from Zachary King's ministries. So shout out to Zachary King. I actually like his. I mean, I love listening to Zachary King. You know, and I mean, thank God that he brought this man out of Satanism. He brought him to the true church. I believe it's Catholic. True church. Jesus found on by Peter Matthew 16 and wrong. You know, First Peter 5:13. Um, Jesus brought like in Ephesians 6. Okay. He brought and he's out here teaching and educating people on social media and stuff about those hand signals with the over the eye, all that. That's all satanic. The devil, that's all satanic. He is telling the truth. Um, he was part of Illuminati. He talking about all that. So that's how. I'm not trying to be my stock up in this thing, but that's how I believe he was part of Illuminati, especially you friends with Christos and R. Kelly. So yeah, because when you saw, because one thing I know when you saw exposed sex trafficking rings, like what happened to Chester Burton and Chris Cornell, they did not commit suicide. They were suicidal. Go on YouTube. Go look at Corpus Christi Catholic Church in Florida. Zach King was there in a wheelchair. He's from the church and he's telling everybody about the warehouse deals and all that. I mean, I listen. Zach King exposed me to a lot. I read that book. I had it on my Kindle, Abortion, Satanic Sacrifice, and he exposed a lot of stuff. The World Trade Organization got satanic stuff. Oh, he talked about the Billboards. He talked about Planned Parenthood. He spoke, and I love me some Jane Fonda, but he spoke her too. Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, he talked about a lot of stuff. So that's how I knew that when they were talking about aborting these baby here, they were about satanic sacrifice. Okay. So, but going back to Lashidi, let me say this: I never tried to join the Goldensphere, never have, and I was hanging around those who is investigating on my own self because I want to know who's behind my channel and take it down. That's all. Okay. So just please stop going around telling people that lie. All right. The next subject is hold on. What's the title of this? Mm. Okay. Hold on. What's the title? Okay. Tyler also Tyler. Okay. Let's talk about speaking of Zachary King, talk about Tyler flopping. Okay. I'm glad she did flop her bitch ass. I went there. Let me explain why. It is not because the whole mixed color identity. I identify as mixed. Okay. So I got a problem with her identifying as mixed. I know about the color category. I know if I went to South Africa, they'll put me as color too. Okay. However, okay. You be dark skinned, darker than me, and have mixed ancestry put as color, okay? That's true. The point I have an issue is she was promoting sex. The song Water is about water, sex. Her pouring water on her remind me of when Dane Snyder had Ariana Grande on Nickelodeon when she was a teenager pouring water on her and all that other stuff. So that's how I knew that this was a satanic um, contract. Tyler was going to promote some agendas that's not good for children. And she already showed it when she was in the movie in the video of water. And they had to put some Afro beats or some other beats, they call it. It's in the Afro beats to try to give you, oh, it's about black culture in Africa. No, the song Water was about some sexual stuff. And like I said, she's a pretty. But that's why I'm against Tyler promoting that because her main demographic is girls from 7 to 17, carjacker right. So if that's who that is, then why in the hell are we promoting this woman? She like a little girl. She is grown, but since she like a little girl, not a grown woman, what's she gonna attract? Underage girls. And like Jaron Rice said, if they at a slumber party and the pedophile has a daughter, a child, somebody, and invite the kids or dance in the water, Tyler Bills, it's going to get them sick to their head and do something to those kids. So that's why I'm against, and I agree with Jaron Rice. You know what I'm saying? So she had a right to flop. Okay. What else? Oh, I should never had peppermint tea. I can't sleep. Okay, I put some peppermint tea in my. Yeah. Oh, I feel relaxed. I do relax in the Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. So Saturday evening too. I can relax, y'all. I do. Um, so I do. I feel relaxed. Um, um, hell no. Okay. Do not put Kindle tea and peppermint early in the evening, y'all, because it's 6 o'clock, 6:05. Okay. I feel tired, y'all. I ain't trying to fall asleep. Now I put some chamomile tea to kind of calm me down. Not chamomile tea and some rosemary, not rosemary, some peppermint to kind of get me into the mood. I don't feel like getting right now. But I digress. Um, ooh, excuse me. Let's also talk okay, to Ximena Pachel. Bitch ass hood rat, I'm about to get red. Bitch ass hood rat bitch from Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Hey, girl, you came to Mexico crying. Really? Your bitch ass should never call that Mexico talking some black something new shit. He knew she didn't have black ancestry. And she ain't like black, she ain't black. When she came Girl jumped. We put water on her and all that stuff. Gave her some, make me water. Lose my breath, make me water. Okay? That was hilarious. It was. So I'm so tired. God, sorry. So, ooh, yeah, I had power. She never put that pepper make you sleep. Well, that's good. I feel so good. All right. So she got jumped her bitch ass courtroom. Okay. Let's see. Next topic. I want to trick with the judge, but fast this time. I'm just tired. Let me hold it on. Hold on. I'm messing about all the. I read that right now. I'm gonna lay down and do this. Somebody, how you doing? Whoever's on this? One person here liking this. Hold on, let me lay down a little bit. I drank some peppermint tea. I sure did. And pepper tea mixed with some coffee tea mixed together. I put all the herbs together. I sure did. And I put some espresso on there and matcha, but that ain't making me sleep. I feel let me lay down. I gotta lay down. Shoot. How you doing, DJ Cicote Fuerte? Okay, how you doing? You like music? Hairy women. We ain't talking about no damn hairy women. Okay, I'm just hairy women. Now you make me laugh. I don't feel like laying down at this peppermint tea kind of make me sleep. Oh, hairy women. I'm not into hairy women. I like women, but not no hairy women. Okay, no. Gotta be smooth down there. Okay, nah, ain't no hair armpits either. Okay, no shoes. I'm not even hairy man. My own self. That ain't even regular in me. Yeah. Um. So let's get to talk about another subject that I want to talk about. Oh, okay. So the Cardi B, even though it was a couple weeks ago. Okay, so I'm glad I'm back on live stream because we can talk about the bitch. No, not I ain't call Cardi a bitch. I'm talking about the bitch that sued her. Okay, so what's that bitch? Now I called he got me now. Thank you for that for not making me go to sleep. Cause now I can talk now. Okay, because while nobody came in the comment section, I felt to go to sleep. Lay down while I'm talking to everybody. But anyway, so Ellis, what's her name? No, not Tasha K. This was a recent case. She was secure. I was a light skin. She mixed, identifies black. She had white grandmama. So her mixed mammy and her white mammy tried to defend this bitch. Her last name was Ellis. Amani Ellis. Okay. So back in 2016, when Cardi B was pregnant with Culture, she went to the clinic or hospital, whatever, and the security officer, big old bitch named Amani Ellis, she had her phone out. She did lie under oath. She did have her phone out because the receptionist said it. So she saw Cardi B pregnant. She said, they go Cardi B, and that's what Cardi B, bitch, why you recording me? And they got into it, and she threatened to kick her out the building. And she, I get you fired. So then the receptionist came in between them. And so the security officer, Monty Ellis, said that Cardi B had nails and he cut her. What happened was Miss Ellis cut the receptionist because Cardi was behind her back. While she was trying to tell Miss Ellis to go to her post and do her job. Dr. Flinky, or the Dr. White dude said that she did have a phone out. Yeah, and so she lied and that she should not be working at his office anymore because it was unprofessional. Her acting food with Cardi B. The bitch ended up losing her job. She did inbox the receptionist, true sister, okay? It was a fine sister too. It was a receptionist that to get her to come a team up with her to get Cardi B, and she said no, she declined. So the case, she tried to sue $24 million for Cardi B because allegedly she got cut by Cardi B. Okay, and her plastic surgeon talked about her other medical issues, but not the plastic surgery. Okay, on her face, and she had like this little small cut, whatever. But anyway, she tried to lie and manipulate the court, but we all saw her bullshit, and so Cardi B won. Um, so that's how it happened. Okay, so Cardi B won. I'm glad she did. Miss Ellis, her bitch ass. Yeah, she was trying to go get a new weave, get paid to it, new home. I was telling my one of the ladies from Trinidad that I was visiting a week. Older lady, I said that this one was trying to talk about Miss Ella was trying to get $1,000 wig and get another baby daddy. Okay, I'm be still took her. Yeah, she thought getting her white grandmammy to come over there and do the Karen Pearson work. Okay, we saw the hood red line on Carter B, and I did call her hood red. Hood red, a damn fucking hood red. And hood red, yeah, and if she did one, the $20 be gone, $24 million be gone. She going to Vegas where her grandmama live and gamble that shit, probably smoke that shit. That's probably going to trip or get a cruise lines or it's got a carnival, the EBT cruise line, and then bring some man up there. He don't want to have his own business. He want to stay at home and live there for free. When she go on trips, he'll bring another thigh up in there. We already know what's going on with that case. And I'm glad she lost. You can try to apply for 10 of in section. Shoot, trying to buy her a new, trying to buy some nails, and that's right, get her hands done, her toes done, trying to get Chanel, Prada with a Gucci bag, and all that other stuff, a Gucci bag. Trying to get all that spend time. That's right, be the highlight of $24 million and watching the next year if she did win that case, she been broke and trying to trying to get social services, okay? Trying to get some She's trying to get social service. Yeah, trying to get in the people ask her, well, ma'am, why did you have $24 million and now you trying to get food stamps, TANF, Section 8, Medicaid, all that. You went on a shopping spree up. That's right, she went on a shopping spree of 19. She won that case. Well, thank God she didn't win. Cardi B can keep her $24 million. Okay, with her fine self. Love is Cardi B. That was good. Now, I also too. What's up? That's my homie over there. I know that is. What's up? What's up, Don? Don Armando, ¿cómo estás? Hold on. Hold on. I think that's. Hold on, trying to get the ranch. It's been a long time. I did this. Hold on. I'm trying to get on. How you do this ranch thing? It's been a long time I done this since my channel was taken down. If I guess. Okay, good. Hold on. Just a moment. Hello? Hold on. Hold on. It made two, it got two me on here. Hold on. Take this off. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah. Go, inbox, Don. You go on, because I'm not going to bring everybody on, because we know what happened back in July of 2021. We the same thing, July 2021, time 23, I get a big, God dog, my channel's gone. So we got it back. So I did inbox you on some other platform. Go ahead and come on here. Yeah. So okay. Yeah, I about to go to sleep because I put some peppermint tea. I be kept drink don't drink pepper tea till the peppermint makes you go to sleep. Yeah, herbal stuff. But yeah, Cardi B, she had her, she won. I'm glad she won. But Money, and she tried it. She tried it. She tried it. It's funny when she bought her own white grandma. I'm like, you not gonna get no white privilege up in here, sister. Please stop. We all got white in us. But you trying to get your white grandma, talking Miss Ellis, those security guards, to try to pursue the jury and the people that Cardi B should pay you $24 million. Lord. And watch, if she did one, that 24 million, that bitch will go to Las Vegas to go see her grandma, then go to the casino and spend that money. Bring her home, girl, her side dude, her baby daddy. Right, I already know what's gonna happen. Then they gonna take her money and run with it, and then they be fighting the parking lot. Bitch, you did this to me. You took my man. We $1,000 weave gonna be on the floor. Security officers gonna have to escort them out. Right. If she would win and won that doggone lawsuit, Cardi B. I swear, Miss Ellis, money be out, her tracks be out on the floor. Then she gonna have to repossess her car. Yeah, buy all expensive gifts and heels and stilettos. We all know and jewelry. Then she was have going to the club and get another side dude. Shoot, I already know what she gonna do. I already know what the bitch gonna do. She not gonna do well in that case. I am glad she lost. $24 million. No, baby. She lost that doggone, and I'm glad. I'm glad that Cardi B won. We saw the bullshit. The jury saw it. She tried to get her lawyer to bully. The lawyer remind me of Judge Gonzalez. When I was going against my stalker, that old asshole remind me of Judge Gonzalez. Back in May 2023. I don't forget that shit. She brought me memories of that bitch down there in Phoenix. Okay, talking about Cynthia Gonzalez. But anyway, Cardi B won, and she looked good with her different wigs. I like the wigs that she wearing. She looked good. And Cardi B came. She said, "Yeah, I called her a bitch," and she said, "Cause I'm pregnant. I am disabled." Cardi B came there. She put on the show, and she won. She could have pinned me. That's one of the part. Cardi B don't play. Cardi, but I'm glad Cardi B won, kept them $24 million. I'm like, damn. I like, shoot, I need $24 million. Little bitch gonna ask, cause she had surgery and most distress because she got cut back and got fired. No, she got fired for her professional nasty ass bitch ass attitude. That's what she got fired for. That white man wasn't playing. He wasn't playing with her. I'm glad he wasn't. Told her ass. No, you'll get your ass out here in my office acting ratchet. I'm glad that white man let that old crazy sister know. Get your bitch ass out here. And she could have got her white grandma to come over there and check him. No, she didn't. My granddaughter is okay. No, ma'am, your granddaughter ain't good. She ratchet as a kid also, and she did violate HIPAA violation because I know you cannot have your phone out in hospital recording people. It's a HIPAA violation. It's a HIPAA violation. And she in Beverly Hills. Now, it's weird. Sister Girl was working in Beverly Hills, okay? If you are a secure office work at a medical office or a facility or a hospital, that's high paying money. Beverly Hills. That's hot. And they know who is a South Central East LA. It's Beverly Hills. All types of celebrities making money. She lost her opportunity acting a damn fucking fool. And I'm glad she did. That white man said, "No, I'm not gonna kick Cardi out. I'm gonna kick her bitches out. You want to start?" She recorded, and they both said she had her phone out. Hey, girl, Cardi here, y'all. Yeah. I just buy her concert tickets. She over here pregnant. She not supposed to just violate her privacy. And Cardi said, "Bitch, what you doing recording me?" And I'm glad she checked her ass. Yeah. So she said she lost her job acting a damn fool, being a ratchet hood rat. Yeah, a hood rat in Beverly Hills. Yeah, who thought it was a motorcycle shit? So anyway, but that's what I'm saying. Mondo, I gave you a link in another platform. Go check it out. But yeah, but Carter B won. I'm glad she won. She deserved to win. Um, I'm glad she won. First, I heard I said, then she acting a fool again. Nah, she won. She won. She won, and I'm glad. Shout out to Cardi B. She deserved it. And like I said, Miss Amani, she go to jail for lying on the oath because she did. Because they showed another video of her back in 2023 when she said, "Yeah, I don't know what part of my face I got cut at." Bitch, yes, you do. Okay, if you had plastic surgery, I don't know which part of my facility. When she said that in the videotape, I said, "No, she lying." I know Miss Ellis lying. Yeah. Acting a fool down at Beverly Hills, and she didn't get nothing. Bitch didn't get $24 million. She was, I'm like, damn, I need $24 million. Shit. Christmas come up soon. Shit. Shoot, I go on Christmas shopping spree. Shoot, and then go take a Christmas. Actually, speaking of New York, I always thought about going to New York when I saw Home Alone 2, and this before Trump, all the controversy of Trump. I said, well, I want to go Home Alone, go Trump Town Christmas, like Macaulay Culkin, be on Home Alone 2. I sure did. Yeah, I always wanted to go to New York to Christmas and also to speak of Christmas, Mariah Carey. Shout out to her. She won her MTV Vanguard, Michael Jackson Vanguard. No, hold on. Let me make a little joke about another YouTuber. No, not the Milana Vanguard award. No, no, she didn't win that award. She won the Michael Jackson Vanguard MTV award. I had to go there. And she told it like it is. And it's good that she won because it's a Spanish heritage one. She is part Venezuelan. Okay, people forget that she's part Latina. Her dad was African American and Hispanic. Okay, so and of course her mom was Irish. So she won, and I'm glad they gave it to her. And but when she did her All I Want for Christmas series back in 1994, where she was married to the devil time until I was 15. Yes, I was in ninth grade, and she was still fine, and she wasn't dressing sexy then because Tom until didn't let that happen, but she was still fine. And I remember when Bill Bellamy was had his white girl with short hair. She won the contest. Her homegirl won the contest. Go see Mariah Carey. Went to go get to the spa. Get mani pedi, all they go shopping, all that stuff. I remember Puck was in the control room. Puck from Road, not Rules, Real World, white dude, Real World. He was acting a fool behind in the control room. You know. And so they was there, and then they was gonna see Mariah Carey. She was rehearsing, and then they went to the Episcopal Church in downtown in New York, and she seen "Joy to the World." Joy to the world. I remember. So Mariah Carey, yeah, you go see Mariah Carey, if you on MTV, and so and I saw how beautiful New York was. I said, oh, I would love to go there with nigga the Bloomingdale's and with all the nice clothes. I said, damn, and it's a dude from Texas like me. I want to go to New York. Of course, it's bad areas everywhere, but I mean, they always show the good areas on the media. And I'm like, damn, I want to go to New York. I want to stay in a hotel. I want to go this place, that place, go all Calvin Klein, all that, all of my Macy's, all those nice places. So that's what comes to Central Park, all that, to Times Square. I want to go all that because we saw. I mean, if you're from Texas and I traveled before. I've been to California. I've been to Louisiana. But back then, okay, so I'm in Louisiana to honor. I have Louisiana roots, but I went as an adult because my family they live in Texas and born in Texas. Their ancestors came a long time ago, 1800 and 1900 to Texas, but some of them like my family members went to visit Louisiana and stuff like that. But I went as an adult at 18 years old. So, but when I was 12 years, no, when I was nine, turning 10, I went to California. Went to Sacramento, Paloma, Oakland, and San Francisco. Then I went to we stopped in El Paso all the way to Houston back in August 22nd, 1989. I forget. Then 1992, me and my aunt and my cousin, we went to Disney World back in 1992. Went to Universal Studios, Florida, and Disney World. And then I remember I went to San Antonio for the first time in 1994 because I was in a history fair one. And I went to other places, but yeah, but 1994, I'd never been to just only New Mexico. We stopped in New Albuquerque and showed you all the way to San Francisco. We changed plane. We stopped at Albuquerque. Yeah, so New Mexico, California, and Florida. Then as I got older, went to Louisiana. Okay. Um, Besides that, I went to what else? Went to El Paso, Texas. Then I went to while we stopped in Chicago because I was one of the good students in July 2004. And we stopped in Chicago, and they McDonald's is cheap. The other McDonald's are not cheap. Okay. Then yeah, so I went to Chicago to go trade planes to go Washington D.C. So I went to Virginia and Maryland. Um, well, then later on life, of course, I went back to Houston. Then I went back to El Paso, Texas. Then I went to New Mexico again. There's a bus from El Paso to take you to southern part of New Mexico. I went there and went and glad I caught the last bus like when we stuck out there. Went to go see the San Martin de Porres Catholic Church, the Afro Latino mulatto, dark chocolate mulatto saint. Went to see the image of him. Sorry, had issue. Okay, so then I went there. Yeah, I went to San Antonio again, 2004. What else? Come back to Houston. Okay, stay here for a while. Okay, and so 2000. So then, what else I've been through from 2007 to 2012? So I went to Alabama for the Selma March back in 2020, 2015, 2015, excuse me, 10 years ago. We went through Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. Then on my job, when I was security, went to Oklahoma. Um, went to Oklahoma. Uh, yeah, I went to Oklahoma. Um, okay, went to Oklahoma. Okay, so I went to Oklahoma in 2017 for security. It was with, and then I went. What's the place I went to? I think that's it. Yeah, I ain't been another place there, but I've been. Yeah, so but I would love to go to New York. So I know, Don Ramon, I know you might do you say that, but no, I always want to go to New York because when I graduated high school back in '88, we ain't go to college right away because I was trying to go to the American Dramatic Arts Academy. I wanted to go to LA, but like, now I want to go to New York because this is before we knew about Diddy stuff. Because at the time we thought Diddy was a good producer of music, right? So I was interested in working with Diddy. Plus Ola Records. Remember what I was talking about Ola Records? Ola Records had Jellybean Benitez. He, I sent my demo tape, me sin Coma la Flor, to them. I did in New York. Um, I sure did. I did. I sent my demo tape over there. So I was trying to go to Ola Records and sing in Spanish. Okay. Rain, the Dominican singer that, and Veronica and all that. I know. Okay. I also was trying to go. I was trying to go to New York. All my children was still a soap opera, so I want to be on soap opera because one of the guys that play the one of my role models besides Michael E. Knight, the white guy, the African American guy. I think he's Caribbean because he have a Caribbean accent. They want to play Noah with the dreads. There's Keith Hamilton Cobb. He played Noah on my children back in the '90s. So I was one of my role models too. So I wanted to work with all my children. Okay. I wanted to go to school out there. I was trying to go to studio school out there too, so I can do music. So I didn't want to do only one genre. I wanted to sing Latin music. Of course, the Hana wasn't as big in New York, of course, of Selena's death. And I was like, everyone was talking about salsa merengue, and I love salsa merengue, but I like the Hana music. I like cumbia. So I wanted a combination of both. But I also want to do hip hop singing, R&B and singing hooks while someone's rapping. I want to do that. I want to do dance music, house music. Um, I don't want to stick in one genre. I want to do more than one genre of music. So New York would be the best place. Studios there, and I wanted to work with Lil Kim. I wanted to. I did like Lil Kim's music. I also wanted to work with Diddy. This way before Diddy. Yes, but I know about the sick satanic shit that he was doing. Thank God did not meet him, okay? But I want to work with one of the producers, he was a big producer. I want to meet Jim Lopez. I was a big fan and I was in love with J Lo back in the day. I held. I love me some Mary J. Blige. I love Mariah Carey. I actually wanted to marry Mariah Carey. I was mad that Nick Cannon and her got married. So yeah, I want to marry Mariah Carey. Hell yeah. I want to go to New York. Okay, oh, okay, interstate. Okay, all right. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, this you? Okay,
It was
all
good.
right. All right, what's up, bro?
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah, yeah. Just run my mouth just so I can get content to. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, I wanted to be in New York because because we see it on TV. Of course, not everything on TV is real. You know what I'm saying? It's edited version. And I knew somebody in New York told me it's nice, but you must have money. That's why I never left. Well, I left Texas going to job for places, but I left on my own money. You know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to move to York, but I want to have money with me before I even go to York because I know you had to have money to live there. It's expensive. Not as expensive living in Houston.
I'm just gonna tell you like this from my experience.
Hmm.
Boston's the better city because it got cleaner trains and everything like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
But I've also want to move to New York because of the entertainment industry too. In New York,
Yeah.
because in New York Undercover, of course, it's a show, but it has some nice designs, nice home designs. Like, I always wanted to live in a penthouse. And remember the scene when he made love to Tom Malik, Yo made love to Michael Michelle, the light skinned sister, before Ice T
Yeah.
killed her. Okay,
Hmm.
it hurt because the black skin chick that I told you about, one
Yeah.
born seven, she graduated 95. Okay. She resembles, she don't got the light eyes, but she's, that complexion with long curly hair.
Right.
I was in love with black chick in high school, one like Pebbles, okay? So I was thinking of her, when it was, making love before they got married. And well, she didn't get married because she got shot. And it hurt the hell. I wanted just like when Nino got Brown got beat up. I wanted Malik over to whoop his ass when she did whoop Ice T's ass, right? Because that
Right.
hurt me. He also got Neon the camera too. I forget they got both of their asses trying to kidnap the son and everything. So, but yeah, but they had nice. You saw that the nice house they was staying in, the
Hmm.
penthouse,
Yeah.
and the elevator. I said, y'all want to live nice. I remember 'cause I used to see that on other shows too. I said, damn, I want to live in a penthouse like that in New
Hmm.
York. Yeah, because I wanted to live in LA in the beginning, but when the OJ trial and I saw some shit in LA, it's before I know about the Santana stuff in LA. And because I speak Spanish, I didn't know I was Spanish on our family, until I did my mama's ancestry, almost 10 years ago. Next year will be 10 years because I was continuing my family have black Spanish Creole roots. But it was black and brown drama down there
Hmm.
in Los Angeles. I didn't want to get any near all that. You know what I'm saying? And then I hear about the homeless crisis in Los Angeles, how nobody can, it's expensive to live there too.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's why I said
The
I'm
top
going to
the
New York.
top expensive place to live at right now is New York. San Francisco is more expensive than anything in the country. Then it's Los
Yep.
Angeles.
Yeah. And those Democrat cities.
Mm-mm.
Those Democrats supposed to help the poor, help those make
Hmm.
it. Yeah. So and Houston is also. hard to stay here too. That's why people get evicted. Even if you do
Mm-hmm.
got a job, they power gouging. The Department of Justice is now getting these managers in trouble. I'm trying to see whether the people from what's it called it? Department just get the department manager that did me dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Eureka. Certain part was the
Yeah.
one like I from Southwest Side.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just remember when Dr. Kansas Matthews was in Stair Share Apartments, Northeast Side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had rats and the managers was calling CPS on the residents if they complain about it. Remember with
Yep.
Grizzly Hood? Okay, so that's 22. After I believe this all eviction was a setup, not just what to do down there in Phoenix, but I believe that too. They probably saw me on Facebook telling about the story about what happened down in Sternshaw Apartments. So Sternshaw Apartments also owned by Eureka Multifamily, and they are corrupt. Most of their apartments, they're in mostly African American or Hispanic descent, and they have rats, roaches, they have gang violence, drug,
Mm-hmm.
all type of crime going on in their apartments, which is also a lawsuit. So when I was telling him, I wasn't just telling him what's going on. I'm telling him what's going on in Houston. I wasn't just like going after Eureka. But something told me to be very careful that sometimes between two. I said, might get evicted because I'm like, nah, but we need to let these apartments know we can't be doing that. Because it's not everybody being evicted because they don't want to pay rent. If they can't pay rent, also too, it's corrupt private we call it, private managers are price gouging. They try and get big people out if they don't person don't like them, not going by proper procedures and stuff like that. And Judge Garcia, he was I was told he was connected to the Texas Landlord Association, which they like him being the person one of big people just for nothing. So it's all set up like that. And like I said, I do believe that they're putting spells on people to be evicted. And I'm talking about higher up. When their brother, when the white dude came on that show, it's on YouTube, and said that he was working with the government and there's witches involved in the government. I do believe they're putting spells on people to be homeless. And if you make someone
Yeah.
homeless, that's an organ harvesting case because they have no protection. And what that Catholic priest said that he don't practice Halloween. Remember I showed you that video? It's on YouTube. He said the reason why he don't have Halloween in his church is because during Halloween, the satanic people go look for homeless people. And they said
Yep.
we got shot stuff like that. They put them in the van, they tie them up, and they wait till Halloween to do sacrifices. So in they doing them sacrifices, now I'm just saying is to collect people's organs, like what happened to Kenny Jenkins, and sell the and corrupt doctors would even not even examine, would take the organs so they can make some money.
Yep.
Because the biggest besides sex trafficking, human trafficking is organ harvesting.
Yep. Or
That
yep.
might
Organ harvesting. I actually
yeah,
believe that.
yeah. And that's why I didn't vote for Kamala. Because Kamala is people realize we didn't just vote for Trump about the immigration. No, it's bigger than that. Kamala has a bad history. First off, even she is a child of two immigrants. She don't care about immigrants of color. She went to Guatemala years ago and told people don't cross that border, don't come. Right? Of course, everybody's supposed to cross come here legally, but why pick Guatemala? We got white immigrants from Europe and from Canada sneak in. Justin Bieber was an immigrant. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he
Right.
got his I'm saying you ain't, you know what I'm saying? He got deported when he got into that big mess, and I bet Diddy was behind it too, because they gave his parents gave him to Usher and Diddy, right? So point is the conservative shit, what it's called. But no, Kamala is not for the immigrants. She locked up people with African American and Hispanic down there in California. Not only that, Kamala, she's okay, the white man that's supposed Planned Parenthood, selling baby body parts. She was a prosecutor trying to put that white man in prison.
Well.
Yeah, so Kamala, and she has a dirty past. So that's why I'm supposed to go vote for her because she was dirty. She kind of come at it as someone good collector, but she ain't trying to worry about them people in California who homeless.
Yep.
Yep. And she framed the picture of her Louis Martinez, the racist Mexican lady that was talking all that trash.
Mm.
Yeah, and she ain't dressed that. I noticed that she ain't dressed that. Karen Bass. Karen Bass is friends with Louis Martinez.
Yep.
And Karen Bass' ex-husband is Mexican.
Wow.
Her Mexican. Now, rumor has she could be part Mexican, part African American descent. I don't know. I know she real high yellow. She has some other blood in her besides black. But her kids are part Mexican. And she didn't care about
Uh-huh.
Los Angeles when they were burning up the city. But rumor has it they had that burning up the city because it was evidence of the Diddy case and Jeff Epstein.
Yep.
Because I heard, yep, because
Yep.
all that, hmm?
Yep. I heard the same thing.
Yep. They were doing organ harvesting and then all that stuff in California. And ever since I listened to Zachary King's ministries, I'm glad I didn't go to Southern California. When I was in California as a kid, I was in Northern California. I was begging my grandmother and my great aunt, let's go to Southern California. Because my grandfather on my dad's side, my aunt Betty, she lived in California, and
Right.
she lived in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and I want to go visit her. And it was 1989. I didn't know it was bad down there, like the games. You saying I didn't know back then. I ain't watched Colors till I got older because I couldn't watch every R movies. Cuz came in '88. I was turning 9
Yeah.
years.
I was on that same thing too.
Right. So I didn't know it was that bad, and I heard about Easy E, but my grandma, what I'm saying, I bet not be singing that songs, they were rapping songs back in the day when I was a kid. I would got my ass in trouble. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I started learning about Easy E from friends, and then NWA, and then as I got older, that's why I learned about what they was talking about, you
Yep.
know. Yep. But yeah, down there in Cal, I ain't know it was that deep in California. Ride the King ride, that's what woke us up. But we don't
Yeah.
realize Mount Fiji, she Samoan. She was Samoan. There was one that fight. Remember I learned voodoo from Big Bad Mama on Go there wrestling?
You're
The
right.
white skin. Okay, the big white skin that Big Bad Mama, he was a fight at Mount Fiji on Blood Guards there wrestling. Okay?
Right.
So Mount Emily Dole, that's her real name. Her family was having a wedding shower, and in LA 2 years before riding the King, LAPD
Mm-hmm.
started picking up like the only Samoans in the area, and they were being racist. They was being attacked by LAPD. This is way before 2 years before riding the King,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that LAPD, they finally, I think they did one lawsuit years later, but they did not apologize.
Right.
So LAP had, but they was involved in drug trade too. So I'm glad I did not know it was that crazy because we always hear about Hollywood and Los Angeles. Everybody having fun, everybody on the beach, everybody's a star. You know what I'm saying? People auditioning, trying to make it. But ain't not all that extra stuff going on. And I always want to go to LA and chill, watch MTV and BET was BET and VH1 and people LA, part. I remember Nia Peebles. Nia Peebles, she was fine. She was Filipino white mix and
Uh-huh.
American. So when she had longer hair then, before she had cut her hair, and Nia people before she had Showtime, no, part time, Nia people's they used to come after a senior hall before she was on MTV. And I thought she was Mexican at the time, but we found later on she part Filipino white and mixed with American stuff. So anyway, in Spanish, Filipino side. So
Yep.
she was in LA, and I think it was other the interview part I was doing. I was a big fan of Miss Paul. Could not get me. I was a big fan of Miss Paula Abdul. I was in her, Jan Jackson, and Madonna, all three. I would love them women. Okay, so I like, dang, I want to go LA. Let's go see Paul Abdul.
Yo, Dad, I'm like, I ain't gonna front. I did when I was a
But
kid. I had a crush on Paul Abdul and Janet Jackson.
me too. I love me some
Mhm.
Janet, and I love me some Dawn too.
Yeah,
I ain't trying. I used to fantasize about Madonna.
yeah.
Jan Jackson, love me Jan Jackson. I
Hmm.
remember I used to write Jackson letters, and of course she was sending a little postcard with her from her Real Nation back in the
Yeah,
early '90s. And I said, "Yeah, Jan Jackson, she brought me back." Cause I had
yeah.
a, yeah, Jan Jackson, yeah, Jan Jackson.
Mhm.
I was in love with Jan Jackson, and I never loved Paula Abdul shows. I was in love with all them three women back in the day. So
Yep.
my family would say, "Do your schoolwork stuff," and I was into music. And that's why I wanted to go to LA, New York, because I would stop doing my schoolwork because I wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I was trying to concentrate how the dance move, what they're doing, and I was trying to learn. Actually, buy books. When I would get allowances, and it would bring school books. They had books how to become a star, and I would read them books because I was
Yeah, I
trying to.
remember those books.
Yeah, a book. They had a book about how to become a picture and how to instead and who to contact.
Hmm.
I was trying to get in, you know, and I ain't not. Thank God, and I get into business the way how the folks the way how this sentient sexual ritual stuff because I didn't know that stuff was going on. Did not know. Whew, what Corey Feldman all
Yeah.
them went through and everything. Yeah, but I was starstruck. Just wanted to become a celebrity. And when I do my school, and I remember I did pass the fourth grade. Remember, I failed the first grade because Whitney Houston. I was in love with Whitney Houston when I was a kid. I failed the
Right.
first grade. I was supposed to be seven because I'll come home and listen to my aunt's record players and put
Hmm.
on Whitney Houston. I was in love with Whitney Houston. I said, I'm gonna get famous and marry Whitney Houston. I said,
Yo, 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 yo,
one
yo,
time,
yo. You know what was the biggest disappointment though?
who?
I'm just saying for people like in that thing, but she married Bobby Brown.
At first, it was disappointment because we saw the bad image of Bob Brown. But remember, the drugs was not because of him. They both was on drugs. Her
Yes.
her skin brother. I mean, she got three
Yeah, it was her
brothers.
brother
One,
that introduced her.
yeah, camera skin brother that about you and I, Whitney Houston complexion, and then there's a higher bright one that can kind of pass. Cause her dad was high yellow. Her hair brother, her dad's John Houston Jr. He died recently. So
Right.
So the camera one is Michael Houston. That's the one who told Oprah that he gave her drugs. And then of course Robin, her girlfriend, later on, we did not know about that till later on, they was get high together.
Right.
Right. So when Byron Brown her hooked up, it was two people on drugs. We thought that because they portrayed the as of course she was multi-generational mixing. But she identified as
Yep.
black, talking about she was the black Barbie doll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And wasn't dark chocolate, and she wasn't pale like Mariah Carey. She was in the middle. You know what I'm saying? She was lighter
Right.
brown skin. So she was the black Barbie doll for the white folks. So
Yeah.
yeah, and Bobby Brown was dark skinned brother that's from the hood. The stereotype. Eddie Murphy was is dark skinned too, but he wasn't stereotypically hood. You know what I'm saying? So nobody had a problem with her and Eddie Murphy going together. But when it came to Bobby Brown, he was the bad boy. Similar to what Corey Black is going through. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he wasn't vulgar and crazy like Corey Black, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Using the dark skin to play the bad image. You know what I'm saying? So when she hooked up with him at the Soul Chain Music Award, when she got booed back in 1998, 1989, that's when people was like, huh? What the hell? It was like, bye, they don't look together, not because of their skin tone. Their image is not the same. But we not know that Whitney Houston have a hood side, And remember I said the woman used to do my hair in her past, Miss Linda. She's from New Jersey. She knew we
Yeah.
know about she know about East Side High. What's that movie? Me, all that. She actually did Sarah Cruz hair. And she said Santa Cruz and Tia Puente did say happy birthday to her in Spanish, which is New Jersey. So anyway, Miss Linda. So Miss Linda, she said people don't know she like a gangster. Yeah, she said that she was like a gangster. Talking about Whitney Houston. We ain't not know Whitney Houston was hood. And when Robin said they were waiting her and and Whitney was waiting for Whitney Williams to come beat her up in front
Yeah.
of the studio. What his heifer is that I imagine that Whitney Williams wig with all that flow in New York. Okay. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know.
saying? But they said that Whitney Houston was a gangster. She the one that told me. She said, y'all think because she's this church girl. No, on the other side, Whitney, she's like a gangster.
Yes, she
And
is.
Whitney didn't play. Yeah, you from New York, New Jersey, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Whitney Houston. That's the image that Clyde they were straight to us. That she had a good
Yep.
status. She was church, but she also had the other side too.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't play. And remember, her mama said, if you don't beat them girls, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Remember, that's why I know when they try to kill her in that doggone tub, that she
Uh-huh.
fought back. Yeah, us
Yeah.
Leos, we gonna fight because I am. She August Leo like I am. We gonna fight back. We not gonna sit here and let you then do what I'm saying. We gonna fight back. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how she was scarred up when she got found in that tub. So I know
Yeah.
9-10, she would fight back. They drugged her and she got high. She ready to fight back. That's that Leo
Mm-hmm.
spirit. She don't tear her down. She's the queen. So yeah, Whitney, I love her. So I was in love with Whitney Houston. And me and my other cousin, he like a third cousin to me. Yeah, he about your age, more 80, in the early 80s. So he born like 82, right? Or 81. Because I graduated in 98. He graduated in 99. I graduated in 97. Anyway, so we're back in 87. That's when she came with So Emotional, right? When she had Whitney
Mm-hmm.
album, right? And back in 1987, I was in second grade. And my cousin, we was he was in like was he first? Yeah, first
Mm-hmm.
I was in second grade. So we would fight over the remote control at his grandparents' house because
Yeah.
his grandfather, that's my grandma's older nephew, because my oldest great grandmother had him, in her 30s when she was born. Okay, so that's like
All
they
right.
like brothers, but they auntie and nephew, right? Okay, so we was at his house, from his wife's house, right? My cousin. So his grandson's on my cousin too. So his grandson is just the one about close to your age. We started fighting on Mocha He want to watch Mr. T. I saw Whitney. He was chasing. I said, pussy. He was on. We fight over the remote control back in it was 1988. 1988. I was
Yep.
second. He said, no, I want to see Mr. T. I said, no, I want to see Whitney Houston. You want to see some Whitney Houston? I said, yeah, y'all want to see Whitney Houston. We were fighting. I said, I'm gonna see Whitney Houston. I gotta see me some Whitney. I was in love with it. I tell you, I failed the first grade. My grandma said, "Do your
Yep. Pretty
schoolwork." I was
much.
too. In first grade, 1985. Dang, that was 40 years ago. 1985-86 school year is when I went to first grade for the first time and I flunked. Because I wasn't doing Miss Spears, who old white lady. Like I wasn't the only one. A couple of kids we failed her class. We didn't
Mm-hmm.
understand stuff she was talking about. It used to be a segregated white school.
Right.
The school I went to,
Well,
mostly white. But it used to be back in the day when it was before segregation ended. It used to be segregated white school, and she was
exactly.
teaching back in them days. Like she tall, and I'm not talking box. One of the dudes the school with me, but his name was Iris. So she
Right.
would say,
Uh-huh.
ears, he's ears.
Mm-hmm.
Ears, ears. And so I never give out. I said, Macy's 10 years ago, I told one of his Hispanic women that she said, yeah, I see why y'all fell first grade. Because she,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, Zach, you there? Mm. Yo.
Back. I'm back. Okay. I'm back. Come on back in, Don. Don, come back in. I'm back. Come on. Okay. All right. I'm back, y'all. With the screen y'all got froze, but yeah. So I'm waiting for my homeboy to come back in. But yeah, Miss Fissy is so alive. He failed the first grade. God, dog, a couple of guys and girls showed this white chick named Sandy. She failed with us. This white dude named Tommy. Some couple people. We failed her class. Did not understand Miss Fist. She's probably dead by now. But I failed the first, and I would not do the schoolwork. I come home, I sure didn't. Hell no, I'm like I don't understand this stuff. So I about watch cartoons and listen to music. I said I'm become famous. I'm gonna become a star. I'll be dancing and shows out dancing and act like I put on a show. Yeah, that's how I do it. I forget them days because I wanted to be, with Lionel Richie and Patti LaBelle and Tina Turner and Michael Jackson and Latoya and all them, Whitney Houston, you know, like Stevie Wonder. I want to be in that with them, the Pointer Sisters. I want to be, Kenny Rogers, all them famous people. I want to be there. 'Cause my aunt like Kenny Rogers, the country singer. Yeah, music, we are the world. We are the world. But yeah, I miss them days. There was some good old days back in the 80s. We had good music then. Me and my dad used to argue about the hair. Cause I wanted my hair. I want to get a jerry curl like Prince Purple. My dad said no. I said I'm gonna get a jerry curl like Prince. He said no. I want that purple. Man, it was some fun days back in the day. I remember I had my first time kindergarten party. October, I invited majority of my class. It was very multicolored. You know, talking about different races of people, and it was fun. The kids came to my grandparents' house. We had fun, and I remember, y'all remember that song from Stevie Wonder? I just called to say I love you. And remember, he said, no Halloween. So I was a kid, so I was five. Back in 1984, I said, y'all, he said no Halloween. It was Halloween. I'll forget them days. Yeah, it was fun. In the 80s were a good time when we had Atari, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. I used to eat some Donkey Kong cereal. Um, I used to watch the cartoons. I remember New Edition. Cool it now, cool it down, and it cool it down. Okay. I remember those 80s. I mean, that was some good days. See, there were some bad things. Oh shit, are we frozen again? Mm. Okay. All right. I'm back. What's up, bro? Yeah, the thing got frozen. So anyway, you there? Done. Hello? It's not moving. Somebody probably on that doggone witchcraft. We know who it is out there hating. Hold on. Probably. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. 'Cause I thought things. Okay. All right. Yeah. But yeah, I remember music. The '80s music was good back in the day. I miss those days.
Yeah.
But
Yo,
what's up?
yo, catch this. Why my cat went up and just killed? It's going on a serial rampage for like 2 days now.
What happened?
How come my cat right now, right?
Hmm.
He's going on a serial killer rampage.
Oh dang! I hope nobody put no spell on the cat.
Nah, I'm talking about that she's straight up killing mice.
Well, cat gonna eat mice. That's good.
Yeah, I know. She's been going on a serial killing rampage with them.
Oh, that's good. That's gonna get rid of. If I had a mice at Stern Park Apartments, I showed they needed because we had rat. I mean, that place I was staying in, so we had rat infested.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember I was saying my prayers. I woke up early in the morning, and it's good that they say now revise. I wake up early at 4 o'clock in the morning because they say it's the witch hour for them people do the witchcraft. So I wake up and want to say my prayers, my beans and roses and stuff, right, and the psalm stuff. So I'm saying my prayers. I'm on my couch, and it's like
Mhm.
it's like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I knew with no big a small cockroach. It was a big old black rat. Ring fast. I kid you not. I said, damn. I said,
Mhm.
nah. Back in March of 2021. I was like, Call like, dang. And I remember seeing the comment section because it took me a while to accept apartments. Cause my case man, she's like from Catholic Church. She's like, "Why are you taking long?" I said, "I'm reading the comments. Certain prophets have all, what I'm saying, the bad man, roaches, red, what I'm saying, crime." So when they accept me, I said, "Oh, I go ahead and take it because I won't be on the street." So I
Mhm.
remember that, bro. I didn't have rats until like later. I moved in. I remember I saw this. It was only a few bugs that came in. Then as soon as I stayed there, because I moved in February, so then I moved in March, and I'm in my couch, and I'm like saying my prayers. I got my mantra, tea, because I cooked it up from the pot because I didn't have a coffee maker then. So I cooked it from the pot and put it in the cup, and I'm drinking this net with some rosemary seeds in there, put a little coffee, some caffeine, but still on there, was still on there. All there just chilling. Big old black rat. Zoom. I said, I thought I know,
Mhm.
cover it was a big old black rat. I guess it was the mama or the daddy. But I need the cat. Then when I got my stimulus check, I had my two stimulus checks.
Mhm.
I told you I got robbed. The 600 on 420, right? When what's the name, George Floyd killer got locked up, right? And then
Right.
at the same time, this before me and Blue Shot had got into it. I had my 14,000 dollars, no, 1400, right? So I
Mhm.
went to gym and I bought me it was I still had some money, so it was right me and Bluish they'll see mile at instant, right? Showed it because I went to show the check did come in. So around by like earlier, I still had money left. So I went to the vitamin shop, then I went to GNC. And then so I went to go buy the muscle game because I was planning to go back to the gym and start, trying to get muscles.
Right.
So I was always told they're not gonna eat, they're not gonna tear up aluminum. Bro, I had it was not the bottle. I had the bag, the muscle gainer bag from GNC, right? It has like aluminum. I kid whatever it is. The red I about to pour in my drink, bro. The rat shoot. I said, Onion. I heard them on my top. I said, get your ass out. I said, oh hell no, cause that's like 20 so something. They're like 20 almost 30 some dollars, right? That's
Right.
expensive. Oh, I was fucking man. I said, nah. I said I want that beat that rat ass. I so did. I wanted to do it so bad, cause how in the world? I said I'm thinking it would not tear that up. It tore that thing up at GNC muscle game bag because I was mixing. I also put a chopper. So I'll go to
Yeah.
PS to get the original because they have a original is from El Salvador. The chopper, not the Americanized chopper, right? This Hispanic woman taught me a long time ago. I was in Keaton Homes how to make it, right?
Right.
So I chopped us, I'll mix it. I said I'll make some coffee with some matcha. I've already be come out with some weird ideas. So I said I'll put the milk, the organic milk, that with a chata, with the matcha, put probably with a little caffeine in, coffee if I want to, and put some syrup along with the vanilla uh, game.
Right.
And I said, told me to put that in the fridge because I always put that when you have issue with roaches, rats, put that stuff in the fridge. I didn't think enough because I didn't. I had bought me some home defense for the roaches, right? And then something
Right.
told me, so I put the home defense for the roaches. So my house was pest control free when it comes to bugs, but not animals. That red toe, that little mouse toe open. I said, "Oh hell no!" I said, "Get your he was chewing them. I said, and he ate some of the powder. I said, I had to throw that in the trash. I said, nah, I
Mm.
go back to Fitness Connection because I used to go to Fitness Connection when I had my apartment and try to gain some muscles. So I said, I'm gonna
Mhm.
start doing it again. Nah, to my shit, I was mad. I said, I just bought this expensive stuff. It's because it's $30 some. Of course, $30 don't seem expensive, but you buying some weight gain, it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no food stamp type. You can go to the store. This is the good stuff from GNC. Shit, I went cheaper
Mhm.
because if you get the big bottle can be like 40 some dollars or 50. And I'm like, nah, I'm not when I do get these free money, I'm not gonna go high spending. So that messed me up too. I was mad. I said, hell no. Get your job, my kitchen.
Yep. Yo. All right. Well, I guess since I'm here, hmm, let's see. I mean, shoot, you have people who are lying on me for like, the past 2 years. That joint is funny, actually. And as a YouTube content creator, I actually live a boring life, according to some people, and I like it that way. Well, I'm just actually killing time until Zach get back. So, to the YouTube world, what's everybody doing? Well, other than chatting on here, I'm actually watching a kung fu flick. See what's going on with that. Mm. All right.
Okay, so my thing froze, so I had to log back in. I'm back.
All
But yeah,
right.
so yeah, I'm back. Yeah, but yeah, 'cause I'm also charging too. So you won't because I had 2% yet last night when I did my last. I got 11% now, so I'm charging right so I can keep me be on charge. But yeah, so that was some good. That stuff was good because I was mixing, and it had a little bottle where you can shake it. And I said, no, let me, I said, besides put, the weight in, I put some chocolate. Mix it with some chocolate so I can go ahead and drink this stuff. It was good. You
Hmm.
drink a chocolate?
Yeah. Yo, Zach.
What?
I'm about to hop off because I got to do something.
All right.
So thank you for having me on your show.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Adios. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about other stuff. I got other things to talk about because I have a loud mouth. We're gonna talk about some other topics. Let's see. Um, Okay. So let's discuss. Um, okay, this because I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna do a live stream. Okay, um, I'm gonna come back out tonight because I want to elaborate on the Malcolm Jamal Warner case. I do believe it's a murder. I don't think that Michael Jamal Warner just died, and so I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. I'm going to look at some videos so I can take some notes, and then I come back. All right, tonight I'm gonna try to do it. I can't promise you, but it's my plan to do it tonight. So make sure y'all tune in. All right, bye bye, y'all. And before that, make sure you subscribe the channel and share this. Also, go ahead and give me a Venmo. Zacharias L. Devo is my Venmo. Go ahead and give me the dollar. Okay. So I go ahead because I here to entertain everybody. I use my talent to make my money, and that's what I do. So this is for entertainment purposes. And I was born to be an entertainer, and I'm going to serve as an entertainer to the world and entertain people because I know I have a natural born talent that God gave me. All right. God bless.